Good evening, wherever you are around the world. Good morning, good afternoon. You are tuned in to the misadventures of Baby Kahori on twitch.tv/homohomo2093. This is a special YouTube channel exclusive episode. This is the Maiden's Rhapsody 2022, celebrating the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy XI. My name is Bongo Boy Pongatoy, the gift that keeps on giving. This is my Lullafilling daughter, Baby Kahori. Baby Kahori is the only character that has not completed this special Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy XI event. She will be the last one among the 10 characters to complete this event. All the others have already completed it. This was already aired in the past in 2017 with Kaori Harukawa. Aired also in 2020 with Rika Takarada. This time it's Baby Kahori's turn to play this event in its entirety. Before there was Final Fantasy XIV, there was Final Fantasy XI. The adventures took place in a realm not unlike Aetheris. The realm is called vana'diel. And it's from the great story and gameplay that was 11 that was the inspiration behind Final Fantasy XIV. And to honor 11, this event, the Maiden's Rhapsody, was created. The first playthrough of this event took place in 2017, and there was a replay of this event in 2020. Now, here in the year 2022, we now have another event, another running of this game, this collab event, the Maiden's Rhapsody. Journey of a girl from vana'diel, Iroha. And our mission is to help her find her way back. So we're going to go ahead and take the long route, take the ferry, and head over to Limsa Laminza to get started with this event. If you like what you see on this broadcast, please be sure to hit the follow button on your Twitch player or all Twitch live streams and subscribe button on YouTube. You are looking live at Limsa Laminza on Coeurl, the home world of Kaori Harukawa. Kaori Harukawa the Younger, that's Baby Kahori, as you see here, and yours truly, Bongo Boy Pongatoy, gift that keeps on giving. So here we are at the upper decks. To complete this quest, you need to be at level 30 so that you will be able to access the areas required to complete this. This will include a fate chain, and whatnot. So, let's go ahead and get started.
Excuse me, miss, do you have a moment? I'm Namumu with the Harbor Herald, and judging by your dress, you're one of those well-traveled adventurers I've heard so much about. No doubt one worldly as yourself has heard the rumors of an unusual warrior maiden from the Far East. Danger constantly follows in her footsteps, and the Far Easterners I've spoken with claim her dress and fighting style are nothing they've ever seen. Do you know what happened the last time a strange warrior from unknown lands came to Yosia? That upstart Peter Winsome practically stole the parchment from my desk to write his story. Our readership soon doubled, and he's been regarded as the Harbor Herald's finest reporter ever since. That should have been my story, and I'll be damned if he beats me to this one. But if following her is as dangerous as it sounds, I'll need an adventurer like you to keep me safe. If you're interested, meet me down at Costa del Sol. That's where she was last spotted, so that's where I plan to start. The quest has been accepted. We're now heading to Costa del Sol. Ah, you're here at last. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. She was here just a few bells ago, or so I was told. Look, over there. Could it be? Beg your pardons. Please don't think me strange for asking. But can you tell me what goes to Sabina? Perhaps Mara? I fear I'm hopelessly lost. Sabina? Mara? Sorry, dear, but you're on the eastern shore of Vilbrand. Eastern of the NOSCEA, to be precise. I take you to the far eastern traveler that's been the talk of the taverns as of late. You've cut quite the warpath of yours there, from what I've heard. Yes, I have in the parties, but Vilbrand? NOSCEA? I cannot recall such names. Though, truth be told, I cannot recall of anything since working with these strange surroundings. By Beergod's beard, you mean you've lost your memory? Remember, my name is Iroha. I'm training in the way of the glaive, though I feel I'm still a novice. Before awakening here, I was on a mission to... Forgive me, it's hard to make sense of what little I can recall. The only clear thoughts in my mind are a master and a powerful technique I labor to perfect. Amat's Chora. I'm certain it's essential to completing my mission. Interesting you remember training above all else. Perhaps that's the key. You continue to practice your master's teaching, and stands to reason other related memories might come back to you. Calling the mission by first recalling master's techniques. Yes, that seems possible. I do not doubt many of the techniques I learned have a specific purpose. It will only be a matter of focusing on this particular one. This is going to be looking for a Far Eastern warrior special mission. Woman teacher. Some fairy tale like Peter's story people need to know. But she's no good to us if she can remember anything. Help us so we can get to the bottom of this. Here, take this map before you go. Training won't do you any good if you get lost now, will it? Your kindness is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Training along this stream plan will be a trial of its own, I'm sure. I've explored the shores south of here and recall mentioned that the beach was an excellent place for training. Something about the aquatic wildlife being suitable for spawning. If the creatures here are similar, I would like very much to try my hand against them. And I trust you, sir, she has every opportunity to do so. Now, don't let me keep you. The sooner she remembers her mission, the better. When she's had her pillow combating critters on the coast, perhaps she should rest in limbs over its savor. A bulbul call should do nicely. It's the first place she'll see after coming through the gates.
time to do fate number 1, our favorite pastime. It's not that old. Started here.
Such a seasoned word has been education.
Just like that, we're heading back to the lower decks.
Training at the beast was invigorating. It has been too long since I enjoyed such sport. Fighting alongside one so well versed in arts of war. I would like to think I improved my form by following your example. First, I doubted crowds would be suitable for practice, but I was quite wrong. Just to come straight against their hardened shells, swing after swing, over and over again. I could easily spend days or even weeks at a time battling them. If only I could remember who suggested this training regimen. Oh my, what a particular clear stone. There's something within it. Something familiar. Something dark. A grueling battle in the cold against evil made manifest. Our Lord of Shadows, long dead yet somehow resurrected. The fate of the realm hanging in the balance. I remember. Yet, I'm not convinced these visions relate to my mission. Why would Master entrust me with the means to slay such a foe? The answers must lie within my memories. They have to. All the more reason I must hurry to complete my training and perfect Amat's Kahori. While waiting for your arrival, I asked a couple of travelers from Britannia, I think, where I might find creatures of a more dark and unusual nature. They told me of a place called Hawkeye Manor, a cursed estate with grounds but a host of various sorts of hellish monsters. These creatures sound like promising opponents, while their fury and cunning will expect in a true battle. Now then, let us be off. When you're finished, we can meet in the nearby town.
We're gonna be heading straight, teleporting over to Bent Branch Meadows, but first, go ahead and heal. Let's head over to Bent Branch Meadows. Going over to Hawkgate Manor. So let's go and do this. The call to mind another story. Lost the limits of it. Seem to have driven them back. Last, I could scarcely match your pace. This will not do. Heading straight over to New Gridania. Thank you for once again aiding in my training. To witness such majesty and grace in the battlefield is truly inspiring. It served as a wonderful lesson in combat. Oh, you found yet another strange stone. Yes, it radiates with the warmth much like the last others. Wait, do you hear that? A long and arduous journey together with a young girl. This vision is not what I expected. We fought many battles together. We were not alone. No, I dare say our comrades were well beyond counting. But what business would I, a lowly student, have undertaking such missions? I cannot make sense of it. Still must thank you for this. For meeting you, hopelessly lost, smothered by a fog of fear and uncertainty. But now I have your light to guide me. You brought me yet another step closer to completing my training and unlocking the memories still dormant within me. After speaking with a few of the patrons here before you arrived, I believe I found the perfect place to continue honing my skills. The Saguli Desert. If what I was told is true, a creature of unspeakable terror roams the sands. They say its strength is impossible to gauge, as no one lives to tell of its great might. But together, I believe we can lay the beast low. When we have finished, we can take a hard-earned rest in Oldham. It's time to deal with the big beast circuit. realizing it looks like the fate has not yet spawned over here. But soon it will. This special collab event, Journey to Remember, I'm not mistaken, consists of 4 fates. It's a fate chain. Venture across the realms of A Realm Reborn. Once again, this version is in honor of the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy XI. They had a special broadcast on YouTube entitled We Are vana'diel. The audio was in Japanese, but it was a 6-hour special broadcast paying tribute to the many memories and whatnot of Final Fantasy XI. Memories of vana'diel. Here we go. Look, over there. Could it be? Circuit, an infamous beast and count, slayer of countless men. Come, let's bring an end to its legend and see ours quoted. Foe. But there's still something within me still wanting. Hey, let's head over to Ul'dah. No words to express my gratitude for your assistance. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine confronting the legendary circuit. If not for you, I'll be one of the countless victims who succumbed to its poisonous sting. Another stone? Yes, comes to me now. A mortal struggle, forbidden magics uttered in a final bid for salvation. All makes sense now. The pitched battles, the arduous journeys, the fellowship of adventures. It was not my life I recalled, but rather The tales of a great hero I mistook as myself. I suspected such feats were too extraordinary to be my own, and the memories held within this stone have removed all doubt. They were of a journey into the past, one that revealed a horrible truth I dare not repeat aloud. I remember my home. Vana'diel! It's not some territory or continent, but an entirely different world. My true memories return to me now, and it's all thanks to you. More importantly, I believe I now understand how to wield Aman's Kahori. Not be long before my path home is clear to me as well. But first, I must see my training to its completion. Waiting here, I heard unsettling stories of a foul beast terrorizing Bronze Lake. This is the perfect opportunity to put into practice everything I've learned. Today is the day I wield the power of Aman's Kahori. After this last endeavor, let us meet in Lim's Element. Here we go. Heading to the last stop here. Sense a dark presence. There, and he's not alone. Not alone either. Move the dragon. Pay attention to the eye. Is it on? No, I didn't come this far and fail now. I will return to my... to Master. Power fills me. The power of Aman's Kahori. Come, baby, it begins! Red Dragon, I have not yet begun to fight! Is complete. Always there to keep me on the path. And in the process, learn a new blue skill. Kahori is mine to command, and my memories are slowly but surely returning. None of this would have been possible if not for your unwavering guidance. I think I'd have forgotten my mission so vital. My resolve was unyielding, and my mind focused on the task before me. In the end, I fear I may have jeopardized all I hold dear. As told you earlier, my home is, or rather was, a world known as vana'diel. Prior to my destruction could not be forestalled, but fate saw fit to give me one last chance. So I had to travel back in time to escape to the past before the darkness had consumed all. To Together with the heroes of the past, I knew the tragedy could be averted, just as has been so many times before. Master was the greatest of them all, a hero without equal, whose grand adventures I mistook as my own memories. I cannot help but feel I am still forgetting something else important, something that happened to Master. I suppose in time it will come to me. Before I leave, my Rigo, speak with Ramumu, offer insistence of being bereft of your assistance. It would be rude not to extend my thanks to her as well. Up the stairs we go.
Ira told me the good news. Her memory is for the most part restored. So importantly, her training is complete. If you hadn't come with me to Costa del Sol, I dare say she'd still be swinging crabs along the beach. Now that I have you here, I'd very much like to talk to you about myself. What were you doing before we wrapped? How exactly did you come to be here in NOSCEA? And you say you went back in time trying to save your world.
Yes, you have the right of it. No life was spared by the darkness. None save for mine, that is. Fate intervened, and I was sent back to the past, to a time where I could find heroes capable of saving vana'diel. That is how I was reunited with Master, although at a much earlier time than I anticipated. The last thing I remember is a fierce battle in a strange light. When next I woke, I was here, to be torn away from Master when I was needed most. My heart feels like it may burst.
How awful! You were close then?
Master was like family to me, except for war besides. I spent my entire life striving to become such a hero, and live up to the legends I so fondly remember. Began with the stone, so the story goes. Ages passed, ascension jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. The world entered an age of bliss, that is, until the gods fell into slumber. That world is my home, vana'diel. From the three great nations, the Kingdom of Sandoria, the Republic of Bastok, and the Federation of Windurst. Powerful as they were, though, in times of strife, they were turned to a single hero, my master. Be it a demon of rage seeking vengeance, or a spiteful god of our destruction, Master was always there to pull us back from the brink of oblivion. So long as there is light and life in the world, the legend of vana'diel's greatest hero will live on. I still wonder these stories with the verses bring back to my mind. I have all but memorized them. No matter how many times I asked, you would always... Please excuse me for a moment. When I looked at you, something in your eyes reminded me of Master, and I...
Don't worry yourself over it. I imagine our friend here often has that effect on people.
It's not as ridiculous as it seems. Anyone in their right mind would think it's some fanciful dream, but for me, this world is the dream, and now it is time to awaken. When next open my eyes, I will be home, in vana'diel, once more at Master's side. This may be just a dream, but it's one I shall never forget. Thank you for everything. It would seem I'm not yet ready to return. Is this perhaps the will of the goddess? Hmm. If it is by her will, that's what shall be. But work hard every day to become a warrior worthy of your teachings. Then when the time comes, we shall meet again, here in Eurasia, or perhaps in the waking world.
There goes the greatest story to never get you right. Adventure from another world, traveling back in time to save her people. Who's gonna believe such a silly tale? I'll leave the fights of fancy to Peter. But for her sake, I hope she finds her way home, wherever that may be.
There you have it. That concludes the Maiden's Rhapsody 2022. The 2022 edition of this Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy XI collab event celebrating the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy XI. Congratulations to the Final Fantasy XI dev team for 20 years of memories of vana'diel. Hopefully many more to come. My name is Mongoboy Puncture, the gift that keeps on giving. Our next scheduled broadcast will be sometime in May or June or whenever, when patch 6.15 drops. This will focus on the beginning of the Arca Sudara B-Strike quests, custom deliveries with the Valiance of Ayur, and the main event, more Hildebrand Manderville adventures, featuring Hildebrand Manderville and Nashu Makaraka. If you like what you see in this broadcast, please be sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and for any live streams on Twitch, hit the follow button. On behalf of everyone at the Tonberry Syndicate, Free Company of Coeurl, Coeurl World, Crystal Day Center, and Final Fantasy XIV, may you ever walk in the light and darkness of the crystal. It's bye for now. Thanks for watching. Good night.